Listen up. These 5 simple tricks will actually help you save and budget your money this year, whether you're a beginner or just a regular salary earner. These 5 tricks, oh yes, these 5 tricks will change your financial life for real. And don't skip, because number 4, yeah, that one's the game changer for you. Welcome to Review Daddy. Now, let's stop wasting time and jump straight into step 1. Step 1. Track everything for 1 full month. If you want to take control of your money this year, this step is non-negotiable. Stop pretending you know where your cash is going. You don't. Grab your last 1 to 3 months of bank statements, credit card bills, and even cash receipts. Every single penny counts. Now categorize everything. Housing, groceries, transport, subscriptions, eating out, random Amazon splurges. Yes, even that late-night delivery you tell yourself was just once. Be ruthless. Seeing it all on paper hurts, but it's the truth you need. Use whatever tool works for you. Your bank app can track this automatically, but prefer doing it manually? Then grab a Google Sheet or even a notebook and write it down. The key is consistency. Most people are shocked to find 200 to 400 pounds or $250 to $500 literally leaking out of their accounts every month on things they didn't even realize they were spending on. Forgotten subscriptions, takeaways, impulse buys, that essential gadget you didn't need. Do this for 30 full days. Track every single spend. The clarity you get is priceless. Not only will you see exactly where your money's going, but the simple act of tracking reduces stress, prevents overspending, and gives you a baseline to start budgeting like a pro. But what if I tell you that your take-home pay needs some adjustment in order to achieve your core purpose? Step 2. Know your real take-home pay. Stop lying to yourself. You think you know how much money you actually have to spend each month. Most people don't. They look at their salary and think, yeah, I make X, I'm good. Wrong. Your take-home pay, the money you can actually touch, is what matters. Start by calculating your net income after all deductions. In the UK, that's taxes, national insurance, maybe student loan repayments. In the US, that's federal and state taxes, Social Security, 401k contributions. And don't forget any benefits or side perks, company gym memberships, travel allowances, even free lunch stipends. Those count too. Here's the brutal truth. If your income fluctuates, be conservative. Assume the lower end of what you actually get each month. Because when you budget based on, maybe I'll get more this month, that's when overspending happens. That's how people live paycheck to paycheck, wondering why the money never lasts. The goal here is clarity. You need a clear, realistic picture of what is actually in your pocket every month. Nothing guessed, nothing assumed. This is your foundation, because without it, any budget you try to build will crumble. So ask yourself, now that you know your real take-home pay, how much can you actually afford to spend, save, and invest each month? Step 3. Build a realistic budget. Use the 50-30-20 rule. Listen up. If you think you can just wing your money, you're kidding yourself. Budgeting isn't about cutting fun, it's about control. Start with the simple 50-30-20 rule, but adjust it to your real life. 50 to 60% needs: rent, mortgage, bills, groceries, transport, insurance, and minimum debt payments. Housing is expensive in 2026. The average 1-bedroom apartment is about $1,450 a month nationally. In big cities, New York City, San Francisco, LA, $2,500 to $3,500 plus. If rent is eating too much of your paycheck, it's okay to give your needs category 55 to 60% of your income. 20 to 30% wants: dining out, streaming, hobbies. This is where people blow money. Be honest. How many subscriptions or takeout meals do you really need? 20% plus savings or debt. Pay yourself first. Treat savings like a non-negotiable bill. Build an emergency fund, contribute to retirement, and pay extra on debt. Realistic wins you can do now. Food and groceries, meal prep, buy store brands, cut takeout. Subscriptions, cancel what you don't use. Bills, shop for cheaper utilities. Unplug devices. Lower your thermostat a bit. Transport. Use public transit. Bike short trips. Shop for cheaper insurance. Everyday habits. No spend weekends. Make coffee at home. Sell stuff you don't need. Housing tip. Consider roommates, cheaper areas, or negotiate rent. Small changes like these can save $150 to $500 plus per month. Ask yourself, can you stick to it? If yes, your money starts working for you, not against you. And now, if you want your finances to run on autopilot, step 4 is critical. Automate everything. Yes, step 4, automate everything. This is the magic wand of these tricks. Here's where most people fail. They think budgeting is enough. It isn't. Discipline fades, willpower dies. That's why automation is your secret weapon. Do this. The day after payday, set up automatic transfers to savings. Don't overthink it. Start small. £50, $100 per month is enough to build momentum. Then increase as you go. Use roundup features on your bank app. Every spare cent counts. Next, set up automatic minimum debt payments to avoid penalties. But don't stop there. Attack high-interest debt first. If you let credit cards run wild, your interest is literally burning your money while you sleep. The beauty? Once it's automated, you don't have to rely on motivation. You don't have to remember. Your money works silently for you, building savings and knocking down debt while you focus on living. Now here's the kicker. Automation only works if you have a real financial safety net. That's where step 5 comes in. Step 5. Emergency fund priority. Listen up, this step is non-negotiable. No emergency fund, you're playing financial Russian roulette. One surprise bill, car repair, medical, or sudden rent hike, and boom, you're back in debt, paying interest like crazy. Here's the plan. Goal 1, a quick buffer of $1,000. Think of it as your financial shock absorber. Not huge, but enough to stop life from wrecking your money while you figure out the next moves. Goal 2, build 3 to 6 months of essentials. Rent, bills, groceries, insurance, everything you need to survive. If your job feels unstable, aim for more. You want to sleep at night knowing that even if life throws a curveball, you're covered. Where to keep it? High-yield savings account, not under your mattress. You need it accessible, but also growing with interest. Here's the secret. Once your emergency fund is solid, you can attack debt aggressively, then focus on retirement. Hit your 401k match, then fund an IRA. Skipping this step is the fastest way to undo all your other financial wins. Automate your savings, protect your buffer, and build your safety net before doing anything else. There you have it. 5 simple tricks to take control of your money this year. But know this, knowledge alone won't save you. Track your spending, know your pay, budget smart, automate savings, and build that emergency fund, or keep letting your money leak away. Start today. No excuses. Your future self is depending on you. The winners aren't the ones making 6 figures. They're the ones who actually control their money. If this video helped, like, share, and subscribe to Review Daddy for more no-nonsense finance tips. Step number 4 and 5, that's where the real magic happens. Protect your money, grow your wealth, and stop being your own worst enemy. Take control, be ruthless, make this year your financial breakthrough. And finally, watch the next video showing your screen now. Watch it now. Listen up. These 5 simple tricks will actually help you save and budget your money this year, whether you're a beginner or just a regular salary earner. These 5 tricks, oh yes, these 5 tricks will change your financial life for real. And don't skip, because number 4, yeah, that one's the game changer for you. Welcome to Review Daddy. Now, let's stop wasting time and jump straight into step 1.